Tonight, Brett, you could feel the change in atmosphere when you go up against a rival.
No doubt about it.
It's amazing.
Not only the teams are feeling it, but there's something to the fan bases who understand, these guys. I don't care if we win another game. We want to win this game
one,
tonight.
Yeah. That's important. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Harrell is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Beverly in at the point guard position. Leonard kicks to Harrell. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Leonard.
Well, the defense from Eric Gordon, sensational there. Really did a stellar job of contesting the jumper.
Trying to find Harden, and he's got it now. And it's in there.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Beverly dishes to Leonard. Harrell, a screen on Harden. And George, here we go. Good on the bucket.
Well, you'd like to push Paul George out of the paint if possible. Goes into his bag of tricks to score that time.
George against Harden. Over George. Harden, no good.
And defensively, moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
Some defenses are okay with giving up the mid-range shot. In this case, they contest it.
And last season, one of the harder ones for Kawhi Leonard, certainly, as he was forced to miss a lot of time due to injury.
Yeah, hard to lose a year like that when you're a star player, and started the year late with the quad issue and then was shelved again. Just 9 games total for him, and happy that he's back and at full health as the NBA gets a lot more interesting when the claw gets in the lineup.
And the first one at the line is good.
And with Kawhi Leonard, he just does everything well on the floor. Offense, defense, rebounding, runs the floor. I mean, he is one of the more complete players in our league. He can completely take over a game on both ends.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. And Greg with Kawhi started as a defensive stopper, but he now is so much more than that.
I mean, he's got a great outside shot, that pull-up jumper, the turnarounds in the post. He has the complete repertoire. You never would have thought he was only viewed as a defense guy once upon a time, but was already a fantastic player. But this is a guy that continues to just add to his game.
Here's Leonard following the basket by Russell Westbrook. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Defense has to feel fortunate. Somehow he missed that opportunity, and still, there's no reason for them to give up that kind of open shot.
Now here's Gordon. Pass to Harden. Here's Tucker. Offline with his 3. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Westbrook with the steal, and now it's Westbrook running. He can go all the way, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Now, Westbrook just plays with an incredible competitive fire, and that energy right now, he's not taking any possessions off.
It's his first trip to the line.
And as for last season, he was a 74% shooter at the line. Shoot 2.
He misses the free throw.
You know, every night that I get a chance to be called to do a broadcast and sit here courtside, I appreciate it so much to be able to watch Russell Westbrook this close. The combination of his motor and incredible talent, it's an all-time sort of run he's on, and great to watch it.
Good on the second free throw. Brett, we've heard people say that Russell Westbrook is not a superstar. What are your thoughts on that?
How old are these people you're talking to, Kevin? And really, how much basketball have they watched? Russell Westbrook is the elite of the elite.
Now here's Leonard. the glass to finish the layup.
Hard to deny Leonard when he gets in that close to the rim. Too many ways for him to get creative to score.
Outside Gordon. There's the pick. He kicks it to Westbrook. Fader on the way, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Russell loves the challenge there, and he's in the heart of the defense, and he rips it out of him there.
Leonard, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
This is where all the extra hours of practice come into play. Leonard couldn't be more in sync on that catch and shoot.
Outside Gordon. Knocked away. Leonard with the steal. Out to the right wing. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Rockets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. The Clippers last season really proving the value of the new two-way contracts. G-League players who could step up and play a lot of time with the parent club.
I mean, the Agua Caliente, that's the name of their G-League squad, was huge last year as the Clippers pretty much became the lab rats for how these two-way contracts were going to work, how you move players up and down between the rosters. And Doc found some real winners last year that came in and started a ton of games for Doc Rivers, and their contributions almost got them to the playoffs.
That puts them in the lead. George has got 5 now.
Like how Paul George right now is reading the defense like a Sunday paper, has a good feel as to when to fire from distance.
Harden inside the three-point line. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Harden's got his second basket of the game. And Beverly kicks to Harrell. Back to Beverly. Picked by Harrell. Now Beverly. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Floats one. That's tipped. They recover it. Gordon for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. The Clippers have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Leonard against Gordon. Leonard the pass to Beverly. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
Patrick Beverly is not going to back down from anybody. Even inside, he feels comfortable shooting under that kind of pressure.
And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That is his first foul of the game. Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook, and he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. He has 7. The Clippers in the lead. They set the pick. And Beverly kicks to Leonard. Over Westbrook. Leonard, no luck.
No doubt disappointed with that one. He'd love to have that one back.
Yeah, I'd put that play on repeat. The setup was perfect. Just need a better result next time.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
And the 6'11" Clint Capella, just a phenomenal athlete. The mobility at that center spot is something really so crucial in today's game, where every team is looking to expose big men on the perimeter.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Green's checked in. The Clippers trail. And Capella grew up in Switzerland playing soccer, a striker. Part of why he's so quick on his feet.
I mean, reminiscent of another soccer-playing center in Rockets history, the great Hall of Famer Hakeem Olajuwon. Capella, you know, he's a long way from that, but anchoring a 60-win team at age 23, that's one heck of a start.
Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Westbrook against Beverly. And good that time. Westbrook's got 9.
Again, using his frame and size right there, Westbrook, one of the strongest finishers we have in the game.
Harrell setting the pick for Leonard. Outside, George. Green with a screen on Harden. From deep, George. Westbrook pulls it in. Houston leading by 3. To the inside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on George. Brent, do you think individual defense is getting easier to measure with player tracking and advanced stats?
I don't. I think it's impossible for you to find some legitimate measurement of how much a player is truly impacting the game defensively. I think there's great indicators of combinations of players that are on the floor at the same time, that are working collectively and doing something to shut down another team's best offensive unit. But individually, it's so hard to just put a number on what a guy is doing in terms of his total impact defensively.
So the eye test is not out of style.
I don't think so. I think we're getting better at the defensive metrics that are being used, Kevin, and I think that clearly we can see with some of the best wing defenders in the league, a Robertson, a Covington, that they're able to control their man, a Kawhi Leonard. They're able to impact the game defensively, but how are we quantifying that? We need to get better with it.
That one is no good. One of my favorite moves is the Euro step. I know it's one of yours as well. There are a lot of guys that can do it well.
Well, I got to see Manu Ginobili step around me for years in San Antonio. But I think James Harden is still the most devastating Euro step player we have in the game. There's something about the lefties, isn't there, Kevin? We have a hard time figuring
They
a
throw you
lefty
off.
out.
They throw you off automatically just by the left hand.
Right.
Then they add the little side step.
And James Harden with the shiftiness and the way he moves the ball around and draws contact. I know there are a lot of people that get aggravated by that, but he's nearly impossible to stop, especially when he's got his passport with the Euro step.
He slithers. Houston making a switch. House is checked in. Chandler with the screen on Leonard. The Rockets have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Both free throws good from Green.
Well, they depend on him to score, and that doesn't mean just from the field. Sometimes it comes from the charity stripe.
Leonard sets a screen for Williams. Passes it to Leonard. Leonard draws the double, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And here is Los Angeles now. Williams passes to Leonard. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Green. It's stolen by Green. Williams attacking over Westbrook. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And he completely threw the timing off on that jumper. That is how you D up.
Playing with tremendous aggressiveness without fouling. It's an excellent job.
Now here's Westbrook. 9 points in the game so far. And he makes good on the layup. Westbrook's got 11 points.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Westbrook against Williams, and the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That'll be his second foul of the game. Then it's checked in for the Rockets. And it's the Clippers with the ball. They trail by 6. Here's Williams. The teardrop falls in. Williams has got his first basket.
Yeah, it's pretty much unguardable there. You got to respect Lou Williams' ability to guide those floaters softly into the rim.
Chandler with a screen for Bennett. The pass to Green. Chandler a screen. Here's Rivers. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. Took him no time at all on that one. And now an 8-point Houston lead.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Kicks to Green. Shamet. Off target from outside.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Green with the ball. Williams picks him up. And there's the call on Lou Williams. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. And the Rockets making a change here. McLemore is checked in. And both free throws good for Green. Clippers trail by 10. Magruder kicks to Leonard. Over Green, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Leonard's got 9.
That's a quick move, and that's a soft touch. That's mid-range opportunities for Kawhi Leonard to cash in on.
Chandler a screen. Green draws the double. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Magruder passes to Green. Shamet. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Commending the unselfish play there. What vision on that pass.
It's Rivers on the wing. Chandler with a screen for McLemore. That one misses. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Clippers trail by 8. Got a piece of it. Green kicks to Magruder. Leonard on the wing. It's stolen by Green. Feeds to Chandler. And that one, good.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And I'm loving what I'm seeing. The passion that they're playing with up and down the floor.
Here's Magruder looking for his first basket still in this one. There's 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Seconds left here in the first quarter. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Green with a screen on Green. Green the screen. Shamet.
It's a good all-around effort by Austin Rivers. Good one-on-one defender on that possession and developing his weak side recognition.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Houston on top, up 10. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Paul George had that nasty broken leg back in 2014. He describes what inspired him to come back even stronger.
My inspiration really came from my mother. You know, her dealing with stroke, her dealing with really being down and out. You know, I saw her fight back. That was enough for me. In my darkest days, I knew it was nothing to what my mom went through, and she came out perfectly fine, so.
Well, what a story. George worked hard to get back and is not disappointed in his return.
You know, recovering from a devastating injury is never easy, but George's perspective and commitment helped him to overcome it.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
The chemistry through the roof, and it's allowed them to build this huge lead after one.
All parts are working together, even the guys who have not put the points on the board making their subtle contributions.
We've got Chandler. Austin Rivers is out there with Ben McLemore. Then there's Gerald Green, and it's House in at the four-man position. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, when your opponent's down and frustrated, this is when you can turn it up.
Leonard, the pass to Green. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
You know, a lot of times we talk about good passing, but accurate passing is a huge quality of a good pass, and Leonard did it there.
There's McLemore, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And the foul called on the Los Angeles Clippers.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
The first one falls, and the Clippers making a switch here. And McLemore drops them both. Clippers trail by 13. And George kicks to Zubats. They set the pick. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ben McLemore. That's his first foul. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Launches it. The shot by Harkless, no good.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that.
Well, it's like Thanksgiving out there, carving out space off the screen to complete the play.
It's House outside, buries the long-range jumper. House has got his first 3 points of the game.
I like that, staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
And Austin Rivers out of Duke, an elusive 6'4" combo guard.
I mean, a great handle, and he's found most of his offensive success with his development as a long-range shooter. He's gotten to the point now where you want him to put it on the deck.
A 3-ball. Green with the rebound. Clippers trail by 14. Puts it up from 15. George with the bucket. George has got 9 points.
I can't be frustrated at him tonight. He's doing his job. I'd like to see his guys step up a little more.
And Paul George, a terrific two-way player, an all-star, an all-NBA performer, and multiple all-defense selections.
Chandler with a screen for McLemore. Houston needs to get a shot. And here's Green outside. Connects from three-point range. He's got 11.
Just like to see the defense get more aggressive. They are asking for trouble as they're giving up open looks to this point.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And Paul George has made it a goal to win Defensive Player of the Year.
I mean, he's got tremendous length and quickness, but really his pride at that end of the floor might matter even more. He just takes great pride in being a complete player.
So both teams making some changes here. About 3 minutes played so far in this second quarter. The baseline J. Here's Zubac, and Capella sends it back. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Russell Westbrook's checked in for Austin Rivers. Clippers trail by 15. And George kicks to Zubac. Shoots over Capella, and the shot is long. Rockets leading by 15. Harden right side. In the corner, it's Gordon. And another three for Houston.
Gordon gets the pass there and takes off for the jump shot before the defense could react.
And James Harden, last season's MVP, the runner-up in 2015, actually won the players' vote for MVP that season. But last season, he took home the official hardware.
Lou Williams is checked in for Los Angeles. Here's George. 9 points in the game so far. Harrell setting the pick for George. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play. Brent, Montrezl Harrell out of Louisville came into the league as an energy player, but he can score as we're seeing in bunches.
Well, I think with starters minutes, he might give you a few 20-point nights, but mostly his impact has been huge with energy and effort coming off the bench, in constant motion around the rim, and a great finisher as well.
Houston leading by 15. Westbrook kicks to Harden. Back to Westbrook. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Back to Harrell. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Sweet Lou Williams came into the NBA straight out of high school. I don't think a lot of people remember that back in 2005. The former 45th pick has more than exceeded his selection spot over the course of his career. Last year winning the 6th Man of the Year award.
Pass to Beverly. Back to Williams. There's the pick. Shoots the 3. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field. And you look back on Lou Williams going in the second round. Pretty surprising considering, Brent, he accomplished so much in high school just in the Atlanta area.
Yeah, the National High School Player of the Year, a state title. And he graduated as the second all-time leading scorer in the whole state of Georgia. Continues to fill it up in the pros. He's unstoppable at times.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
There's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Harden, that's good.
They'll lead with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Beverly dishes to Williams. Pick by Harrell. Williams against Gordon. There's the pick. Pass to George. There's the triple. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. Los Angeles calls timeout.
PG played his first 7 seasons in Indiana with the Pacers and guided them to 2 Eastern Conference Finals appearances, and that playoff PG moniker that he came up with, it holds true if you look at the numbers. And when the Pacers were about to rebuild, I think Paul George let them know that he was willing to move on to continue his career somewhere else.
Houston on D. Harrell kicks to Beverly. Pass to Williams. Picked by Harrell. There's a screen. And Harrell slams it in.
Beautiful use of the pick and roll. Sweet Lou, so elusive and so good in those sets.
You know, there's players who just seem to have a knack for putting the ball in the basket. Lou Williams is in that category.
Here's George. Doesn't go that time. Gordon with the defensive effort.
It's just been an off night for him. That doesn't happen all that often, but the thing that you do at this point is not to push it, not to rush it, let it come back to you. You know, he didn't score the ball much in the first quarter, but he has been really, really solid during the second quarter. I expect a big game from him now.
From 10 feet out, Williams' shot is off. And Lou Williams, not the biggest, not the most athletic, but Greggy finds ways to score.
Yeah, you know, whether he's creating space or creating contact, very few play that cat and mouse game better than Lou Williams. And they've repeatedly plugged inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Zubac kicks to Beverly over Westbrook, and the jumper is on the mark. Beverly's got his second bucket.
Well, there's some confidence right now in Patrick Beverly's game. He's got the green light, and that time took a little bit of a quick opportunity and nailed it.
And there's the call on Lou Williams. That's his third foul of the game. Leonard, he's checked in for Patrick Beverly. Here's Capella. 7 points in the game. And a rejection by Zubac. George double teamed. And there's the feed to Williams. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. And it's 7 points for Lou Williams.
He's such a dynamic scorer, inside, outside. It really doesn't matter. Lou Williams is a huge threat to score, especially coming off the bench.
Westbrook from 16 feet away. He cans it. Westbrook's got 4 points this quarter.
He scores in so many different ways, but most of them have to do with attack mode and aggressiveness.
Harrell, a screen on Harden. Here's George. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. George has got 11 points.
Paul George offering up some small forward lessons in how you play screen and roll to free yourself up for a J. Well, Montrezl Harrell, seen by many as a throw-in in that Chris Paul trade, has paid huge dividends for the Clippers.
Here's Leonard. Here's Harrell. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
And with Harrell standing 6'8", he seems undersized, Brent, but his wingspan measure over 7'4".
Well, the wingspan and the effort that he plays with, which is hard to measure but easy to see, makes him very unique at that position. Long arms, very strong, and just runs the floor. I mean, it just takes off down the floor and hard to stop once he gets going.
Leonard against Gordon, and Leonard gets it to go.
And you know he's so good coming off the pick and roll, but what do you have to take away? There's so many ways Leonard can hurt you offensively.
Screen by Capella. And here's Westbrook from the arc. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. 18 points for Russell Westbrook.
Well, Westbrook does a ton of damage at the mid-range, but when he has a three-point shot going, look out.
Here's Leonard. Again, Los Angeles.
Yeah, and from mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
Here's Westbrook. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
And this quarter has been all about him. I feel every shot he's going to take is going in.
Here's Leonard. Again, the Clippers.
Not something we're used to seeing in this offense, but tonight it may be just about give Kawhi the ball and get out of the way.
Here's Westbrook. And Westbrook throws it down.
And once he got up in the air, he just decided, you know what, I'm going to stay here for a while. I'm going to hit you with a little float. Float on. And he finally takes it down for the finish.
You mentioned the floaters on this. Absolutely. Good reference. Good reference. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And that's the tough part of trying to keep him on the floor. Now he picks up that 3rd foul.
.58 seconds left to play here in the 2nd quarter. Yes, that goes in.
I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
Rivers gets a wide open look. No good on the triple.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers. And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Yeah, they should bring out a big razor right now, Kevin. A great start, an aggressive move to show they're not going to lay down.
Harrell kicks to Williams. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Leonard. The Rockets pull it in. Rockets leading by 11. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that's his 4th foul. And we're not even at halftime. That is going to limit his playing time and his aggressiveness the rest of the game.
Rivers against Beverly. It's deflected. Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for the Houston Rockets. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Russell, how confident are you that there's nobody that can stay in front of you?
Very confident. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I put a lot of work in the summertime, and I'm very confident.
That is never a problem for you, Russ. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the 3rd quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson. With me are Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Please, a hand at home for them. Clapping for yourselves. Oh. It was all Russell Westbrook in the 1st quarter. He ended up with 22 points, 5 assists, and 1 rebound. What'd you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Rockets?
I don't think anyone expected to see such numbers from the bench. I'm impressed. It was what they needed, the jolt they needed, Ernie. Wow, I never knew their bench was. Matter of fact, I don't even know any of their players coming off the bench. Man, keep going, bench guys.
And Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Clippers.
They're not getting to the line or putting enough pressure on the defense. They have to be much more aggressive pushing the basketball, going hard to the rack. Because if you want the ref to make a call, put them in a position to make a judgment call. If you're not creating opportunities for contact, you have no chance of picking up points at the line.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game. He has been everywhere.
And I love the game plan in that first half. They really valued each possession.
Efficient so far with the shots that he's taken. His contributions have been fantastic.
Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. Heading underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Montrezl Harrell. And it's Zubac in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And it's sent back by Leonard. Clippers trail by 11. The pass to Harrell. It's George on the wing. Fades and shoots. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
That's a nice play by Paul George, showing a nice touch from the mid-range.
Screen by Capella. Knocks it loose. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. They set the pick. Pass to George. Harrell, a screen on Harden. Here's George. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. George has got 15.
Yeah, that might have been sped up a little bit for Paul George. He knew the defense was there, and he let it rip a little sooner.
Here's Westbrook. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And Russell Westbrook, he is a standard bearer for the Jordan brand with his own signature shoe, Greg. Few players have ever been as competitive as Michael Jordan, but you think Westbrook may be in that conversation?
No doubt about it. The similarities don't end there. The surreal athleticism, the will to dominate, and that fight, finding grudges to motivate them to their highest level. I think there's a kinship in how MJ and Russ approach the game.
The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook. Both free throws good from Westbrook. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Westbrook against Beverley. Picked by Harrell. The 3 from George. George missing again. Rockets leading by 9. Feeds to Harden. And the rejection by Zubac. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. Los Angeles on D. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half.
Yeah, maybe the halftime cut into some of that rhythm they had in the first half. So far, 0 for 4 to start the second half.
There's a good screen. Beverley, the pass to George. Left side, Leonard. No good from outside. Rockets have gone 0 of 4 from the field in the second half. Yet to find the mark. And the dunk by Capella.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Leonard with the bucket.
And that's usually a solid strategy. Get the ball into Leonard's capable, large hands and let him go to work.
And James Harden was crowned MVP after last season. Greg, hard to argue with that selection.
Harden has had a case to win an MVP award for several years now. Finally was able to be the clear choice this past season. Another great line on what is shaping up to be a Hall-worthy resume.
Patrick Beverly grew up in the west side of Chicago. He said it was a pretty rough high school to go to, Brent.
John Marshall Metropolitan, and he was the head of a 1-2-2 full court press where he just racked up a bunch of steals. Can you imagine just not getting the ball ever over half court? That's because Patrick Beverly was up there playing defense.
And the Clippers making a change here. Harkless has checked in. Westbrook against Beverly. Westbrook kicks to Harden. Over George. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
He's still looking for his shot. Somehow they're winning. They'd like to get him going.
Leonard against Gordon. That's good. The Houston lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Leonard. Leonard's got 6 here in this quarter. Now a timeout called by Houston. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Harden outside. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Harden's got 10.
First 3 of the half. Second of the game. Can he heat up?
Beverly the pass to Zubac. He kicks it to George. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. George has got 6 points in the quarter.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. And Zubac picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Beverly against Westbrook. Breaks it off the glass. Westbrook's got 26.
Like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
There's a good screen. A shot by George. Wide open. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
And good passing. Setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Westbrook kicks to Capella. Harden way outside. Houston gets it back.
That's a nice tip, and you can't leave him alone on the offensive glass or he'll find a way to get to the ball.
Clippers trail by 8. Pass to Leonard. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. 25 points in the game.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
That's tipped. Harden against George. Harden the pass to Capella. Here's Tucker. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Tucker's got his second bucket of the game to go. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Zubac kicks to George. Leonard the pass to Zubac, and he dunks it down.
Always tough to work the closer you get to the basket. Nice job of finding an angle on the pass there.
Here is Harden. He's got 10, and the dunk by Capella.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a
ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And the Clippers call time here. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
He can't be stopped right now. The D looks like they're at a loss, and they have no idea how to contain him.
So for the Rockets, Chandler comes in for P.J. Tucker, and it's Green in for Eric Gordon. And George kicks to Williams. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. Williams has got 9.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Williams against Westbrook. He dishes it to Capella. Chandler is screen. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
You know, it tells you something about Harden that he's led the league in free throw attempts so many times. This man is always in attack mode.
The Rockets have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. And he knocks down the first one. Rivers, he's checked in for the Rockets. And both free throws good for James Harden.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Williams against Rivers. Williams in the post. He's guarded by Rivers. Here's Green. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. He's got 5.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Rockets leading by 6. Houston moving it around. Passes it to Rivers. Inside, trying to find Capella. Gets it to him. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Rivers with it. The dish to Chandler. Green left side. Williams against Rivers. Over Williams. Chandler kicks to Rivers. On the wing, Green. Back to Rivers. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. Rivers has got 6.
That's what you get with a bigger guard, a guy that can carve out a little bit more space, and Rivers does a good job that time.
It's stolen by Capella. Green against George. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. For the Rockets, House is checked in, and it's Ben McLemore in for James Harden. Clippers trail by 10. Williams passes to Harrell. Back to Williams. Green kicks to Harrell. There's Williams with the three. It's rebounded by McLemore. Houston leading by 10. And there's the pass to Rivers. And here's McLemore. Chandler a screen. Rivers against Williams. To the middle. They kick it out to Green. Over George. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Green's got 4 rebounds in this game. It's stolen by McLemore. To the middle. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. George against Green. Kicks to Rivers. Pass to McLemore. Here is House. Chandler a screen. Here's Rivers. And there's the call on Chandler. That's his first foul. Clippers trail by 10. Williams against Rivers. They kick it out to Green. Sweet little floater. Green's got it back down to within single digits for the Clippers.
That floater is a thing of beauty, effective when it's used the right way.
Outside, Green. Back to Rivers. And they pick up 2. Rivers has got 4 this quarter.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Williams can't get it to go.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
There's just no excuse to leave someone that wide open. Communication breakdown.
Shamet guarded by McLemore. Picked by Williams. And there's the feed to Green. Yep, that one goes. Green's got 9.
I really like the awareness, noticing that he's got the mismatch, and then he just used his size as his advantage on the layup.
Now here's McLemore. He's tightly guarded. That shot is off. The Clippers go the other way with it. To the paint. Here's Green. The shot's good on the assist by George. He's got 11.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Rivers kicks to Green. And it's off from three-point range. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Williams against Rivers. Rivers against Williams. Harrell a screen on Rivers. Shamet. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Well, because he scores so often, Williams draws defensive attention. Coaches change some coverages, which in turn open up some passing opportunities.
And so it's Houston bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll return shortly. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play getting started. Clippers trail by 7. Green is out there with Rivers. Then it's P.J. Tucker, and it's Chandler, and it's Gordon in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. That one drops for him.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Chandler is screen. And here's Green outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Harrell's got his 8th rebound here tonight. They double him with Green. Over in the corner, Green. And he's good on the 3-ball. Green's got 11 points here in just the second half.
A pretty free look from 3-point range. The D forgot about him on that possession.
Well, you concern yourself with the other guys who you think are going to damage you, and he stepped up and delivered that huge 3-point shot.
Out to Chandler. Tucker the pass to Gordon. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Clippers trail. Pass to George. Over Gordon. George, no good. Houston's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Gordon against George. That's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. Houston making a switch here. Westbrook's checked in. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Plays it up and banks it in. Westbrook's got 28.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Green dishes to Williams. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. George double teamed. Stolen by Tucker. Gordon kicks to Green. Passes it to Westbrook. Chandler is screen. Beverly against Westbrook. And Tucker has it in the corner. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 6 assists in the game.
Yeah, great court awareness. Westbrook sizing up the D and doing a good job of locating the open man.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Rockets. James Harden comes in for Gerald Green. Here's Leonard. Nice follow through on the fadeaway. Leonard's got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, you see the excellent skill set. And this is when you want to make an impact.
I feel like there's an uptick in the intensity as well. 4th quarter, and it's closing time.
He kicks to Beverly. Back to Leonard. Now the pass to Beverly. Down low. Stolen by Tucker. Outside Westbrook. Over Beverly. Got a piece of it.
Can't be lazy around Patrick Beverly. He's going to get you down low with hands. That time, he blocks a shot.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
They get a hand on it. Inside, Leonard. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Leonard's got 4 points now in the quarter. Rockets leading by 3. Harden against Williams. There's the screen. Another miss by Houston. Clippers trail by 3. Westbrook against Beverly. Green with a screen for Beverly. Outside, Green. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Well, it's the golden age of point guards, and Patrick Beverly trying to show that he belongs amongst them. Great awareness on that play.
Westbrook drives in. Got a hand on it.
Yeah, his shot just doesn't seem to be synced up right now. Here's hoping he finds it soon because his team is really going to need that production tonight.
Here's Williams. That one falls.
Well, it's such a challenge trying to alter anything that Lou Williams does just because you're on your heels most of the time.
Timeout called the Rockets. And Patrick Beverley last season excited for a bigger role on the Clippers, but knee surgery wiped out his season.
Yeah, and he's in the final year of his contract, Kevin. A lot at stake as he hopes to earn a significant raise from a salary that's been one of the league's best bargains.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Zubats is checked in. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Mike D'Antoni talked to his team. He was not happy with their defensive performance. He said they're getting everything they want. We've got to show them we can't let that happen. You have to make a stand. You have to get some stops, and that'll get us going on a run. Guys?
Beverley against Westbrook. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. And here's Leonard from three. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Rockets trailed by 5. Beverley against Westbrook. Over Beverley. Good on that shot. And with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Russell Westbrook.
The mid-range jumper of Westbrook, one of the more important shots in his arsenal. When he gets to that area, the confidence grows.
Leonard inside. He's against Gordon. Green with a screen on Hart. It's tipped. A 3 from Leonard. Rebounded by Tucker. Tucker's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Capella. It calls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And there's no quit when it comes to battling there until the final whistle. What a putback.
Well, great timing as well. Swiss watch kind of moments. 4th quarter, close game. That could have been a 4-point swing.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
He keeps finding great shots out there, and the opportunities are turning up roses.
Harrell, he's checked in for the Clippers. That's good from Westbrook. And P.J. Tucker, Greg, a rugged physical defender at the forward.
And here's the guy, 2nd round pick back at 06. Spent 5 seasons playing abroad before making his return to the association. Now he's a seasoned veteran and not shy about holding his teammates accountable, especially defensively.
Pick by Harrell. Now here's Williams, guarded by Tucker. Leonard against Gordon. Leonard the pass to Williams. And just miss after miss right now.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
Yeah, I think coaches right here are always talking about the extra pass. And a contested 3 is not your objective. One more maybe.
On the wing, Harden. Zubac's defending. Harden, no good.
And that's just good offense. Surprised he blew that one, and the defense is too.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Well, his offense should come with a warning label, caution, flammable. He's connecting on everything. The D looks dumbfounded.
For three, Westbrook. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. Leonard's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight.
Well, he made 1 3 in the first half, but he hasn't found a way to connect again from outside during the second.
And Williams is sort of the classic instant offense guy. Whether he's coming off the bench or starting, he can provide a spark whenever they need one.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
First free throw is good.
Lou Williams and that wisdom gives a boost to the confidence of the entire team, someone the younger guys look up to.
And both free throws good for Williams. Rockets trail by 3. Capella sets a screen for Westbrook. Steps back and drains the jump shot. Westbrook's got 13 points here in the second half alone. And Beverly kicks to Harrell. This is to Williams. There's a screen. Los Angeles with another miss.
That's where I like the shot selection. The defense cannot afford to give up wide open shots. They dodged the bullet there.
Los Angeles has gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. Outside Leonard, all sorts of time, and the rebound goes to the Rockets.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Outside Gordon. In the corner, it's Westbrook. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Yeah, it's a disappointing sequence of plays. Absolutely inexcusable turning the ball over like that.
Clippers have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. Here's Leonard, and he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. Leonard's got 37.
Such astounding shooting right now from him. He is untouchable from the perimeter. What a performance.
They set the screen from deep. Harden hands it from downtown. It's all knotted up.
Well, he just nailed his second 3 of the half, guys. I'd be very aware of that if I were the defense right now.
Williams dishes to Leonard. Back to Williams. And Capella sends it back. Outside Gordon. Harden kicks to Westbrook. Foul on the play. Basket counts, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
He's been in these spots before, and you can see Westbrook wants it and comes through.
Here's Beverly. Poked away. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Here's Westbrook. And it's good for 2. Westbrook's got 40 points.
Well, he's edge-of-your-seat material out in transition. Westbrook is equally adept at pulling up for the shot or taking it to the rack.
Yep, that one goes in there. 39 points for Leonard.
Oh, you could see it from the moment he caught the ball. Leonard looking to rise to the occasion, making the big shot to help the team out.
Westbrook against Beverly. Westbrook, no good. Clippers trail by 3. Pass to Beverly. Now Zubac. He's covered by Westbrook. Beverly against Westbrook. Here's the pick. Here's Leonard, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
A sinister play by Leonard. Runs the defender smack into his screen, creates just the amount of separation he wants, and gets the shot.
Here's Harden. Lob pass to Capella. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Pass to Beverly. Hit by Harrell. Count it. And we'll have a chance for a three-point play. They get Russell Westbrook.
Oh, shocking there. That one's amazing.
Well, you play your heart out all night long, and then just 1 or 2 shots at the end decide the outcome.
One shot.
He knocks down the clutch free throw.
A great job to get the bucket and to get to the line. When the game's on the line, you want your guys attacking like he did there.
Timeout called the Rockets. The score is tied at 118. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
And here's Harden for 3. It's hauled in by Beverly.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Here's Houston now. They led by as many as 18 points. Tucker the pass to Harden. Tries from 10. Another shot. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
It's a certain mindset, Kevin, right now to want the ball at the end of games, and Westbrook has it.
The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook.
Huge free throws, bumps the lead up to 3, and now they simply have to guard against the 3 ball.
And the Clippers call time here. They're trailing by 3. There's 21 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
You know, you'd love to be able to clear space and get that triple, but you can also do the 2 with a quick foul.
It really depends on what's available, so we'll see how the defense lines up here.
There's 21 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And it's Beverly missing. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good, and both at the line. It's a 5-point game.
Tons of credit there on the focus level to stay calm in a huge moment, and he ices the game.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're behind by 5. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what they draw up to get this quick shot.
They love to get it into the hands of their best scorer, but they also need a backup plan. Plan B has to be covered.
Stolen by Harden, and there's the call on Lou Williams. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
No mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion.
So the wing on the left. Zubac kicks to Leonard. Gets the 3 to fall.
And as a defender, you are left somewhat helpless to stop that. Leonard with too many moves in his arsenal and a flood of ice water in his veins.
So it's a narrow victory for the Rockets, pulling it out for the W. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Russell, when do you know when to attack and when to lay off, when to pass and when to shoot?
I never know, man. I just see how the flow of the game is going. I try to stay in attack mode. That's what my team wants me to do, and I try to continue to do it.
Well, you're on your A game tonight, Russell. Thanks a lot.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Ulmer, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you next time.